Track lighting installed on suspended ceilings must be independently supported, even when using the manufacturer's clips that attach the track to the grid. The National Electrical Code, specifically Section 410.104, addresses this requirement. This section states that track lighting shall be securely mounted, ensuring each fastening is suitable for supporting the maximum weight of the fixtures that can be installed in the track. This means the suspended ceiling grid itself cannot be the sole support for the track lighting system and its associated luminaires. Independent support refers to supplementary methods used to secure the track lighting directly to the building structure above the suspended ceiling. This is crucial for safety and code compliance. The reasons for this requirement are multifaceted. Firstly, suspended ceiling grids are not designed to bear significant or sustained weight. They are primarily intended to support the lightweight ceiling tiles or panels. Adding the weight of track lighting fixtures, especially when fully loaded with luminaires, can exceed the grid's load-bearing capacity. This can lead to the grid sagging, becoming unstable, or even collapsing, posing a safety hazard. Secondly, vibrations or movements within the building can affect the suspended ceiling. These movements can loosen the connections between the track lighting and the grid, potentially causing the fixtures to detach and fall. Independent support systems mitigate this risk by providing a more secure and stable attachment point directly to the building structure. Thirdly, the National Electrical Code aims to ensure electrical safety and prevent hazards. Improperly supported track lighting can create strain on the electrical connections, potentially leading to loose wiring, arcing, and even electrical fires. Independent support helps maintain the integrity of the electrical system and reduces the risk of such hazards. To achieve independent support, several methods can be employed. One common method is to use wires or chains to suspend the track lighting from the building structure above the suspended ceiling. These wires or chains should be securely fastened to both the track lighting and the building structure, ensuring they can bear the full weight of the system. Another method is to use rigid supports, such as metal rods or struts, to connect the track lighting directly to the building structure. These rigid supports provide a more stable and robust connection, particularly suitable for heavier track lighting systems. When installing independent support, it's important to consider several factors. Firstly, the weight of the track lighting system, including the luminaires, must be accurately determined to ensure the support system is adequate. Secondly, the building structure must be assessed to identify suitable attachment points that can bear the load. Thirdly, the support system must be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions and all applicable codes and standards. It is also vital to use appropriate hardware, such as screws, bolts, and anchors, that are specifically designed for the intended application and can withstand the weight and stresses involved. Regular inspections of the track lighting system and its independent support are recommended to identify any signs of wear, damage, or loosening. Any issue should be addressed promptly to maintain the safety and integrity of the installation. Specifically regarding National Electrical Code Section 410.104, it emphasizes the need for secure mounting of track lighting. This section requires that each fastening used to support the track lighting must be suitable for supporting the maximum weight of the fixtures that can be installed on the track. This means the fasteners must be strong enough to hold the weight of the track lighting itself, plus the weight of all the luminaires that are intended to be used with the system. The National Electrical Code provides guidelines and requirements for electrical installations to ensure safety and prevent hazards. Compliance with these requirements is essential to protect people and property from electrical dangers. When installing track lighting on a suspended ceiling, it's crucial to consult the National Electrical Code and any applicable local codes to ensure the installation meets all the necessary requirements. Furthermore, it is always recommended to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer to ensure the track lighting system is properly designed, installed, and supported. They can assess the specific conditions of the installation, determine the appropriate support methods, and ensure compliance with all applicable codes and standards. In summary, while manufacturers' clips may assist in initially attaching the track lighting to the suspended ceiling grid, they do not satisfy the National Electrical Code requirement for independent support. Independent support is essential to ensure the safety, stability, and code compliance of the installation. By providing a secure and reliable connection to the building structure, independent support prevents the risk of the track lighting system collapsing or creating electrical hazards. Remember to always prioritize safety and consult with qualified professionals to ensure track lighting installations are performed correctly and in accordance with all applicable codes and standards. Independent support should be installed in such a way that it does not interfere with the proper functioning of the suspended ceiling system or create any additional hazards. For example, the support system should not obstruct access to the ceiling space or create tripping hazards. Furthermore, the support system should be designed to minimize any noise or vibration that may be transmitted from the track lighting to the building structure. This can be achieved by using vibration dampening materials or techniques. The selection of the appropriate independent support method will depend on several factors, including firstly, the weight and size of the track lighting system, secondly, the type of building structure, thirdly, the accessibility of the building structure above the suspended ceiling, and fourthly, any specific requirements or restrictions imposed by local codes or regulations. In some cases, it may be necessary to obtain approval from a building inspector or other authority before installing the independent support system. It is also important to consider the aesthetic appearance of the independent support system. While functionality and safety are the primary concerns, it is also desirable to choose a support system that is visually appealing and blends in with the overall design of the space. There are many different types of independent support systems available, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. Some common types include wire rope suspension systems, chain suspension systems, threaded rod suspension systems, and strut-mounted support systems. Wire rope suspension systems are commonly used for suspending track lighting from high ceilings. They consist of steel wire ropes that are attached to the track lighting and the building structure. Chain suspension systems are similar to wire rope suspension systems, but they use chains instead of wire ropes. Threaded rod suspension systems use threaded rods to connect the track lighting to the building structure. Strut-mounted support systems use metal struts to provide rigid support for the track lighting. When choosing an independent support system, it is important to consider the following factors. Firstly, the load capacity of the support system must be sufficient to support the weight of the track lighting system. Secondly, the support system must be easy to install and adjust. Thirdly, the support system must be durable and resistant to corrosion. Fourthly, the support system must be aesthetically pleasing. In addition to providing independent support for the track lighting system, it is also important to ensure that the electrical connections are properly made and protected. All wiring should be installed in accordance with the National Electrical Code and any applicable local codes. The wiring should be properly sized and insulated to prevent electrical shocks and fires. The electrical connections should be made in a junction box or other approved enclosure. The junction box should be securely mounted to the building structure. It is also important to ensure that the track lighting system is properly grounded. Grounding helps to prevent electrical shocks and reduce the risk of electrical fires. The grounding conductor should be connected to the grounding electrode system of the building. When installing track lighting on a suspended ceiling, it is always best to err on the side of caution. If there is any doubt about the proper way to install the system, it is best to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer. They can provide expert advice and ensure that the system is installed safely and in accordance with all applicable codes and standards. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from harm. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical equipment. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses. Follow all safety instructions provided by the manufacturer of the track lighting system. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your track lighting installation is safe, reliable, and code compliant. The importance of adhering to NEC 410.104 cannot be overstated. Failure to properly support track lighting can lead to serious consequences, including property damage, personal injury, and even death. The National Electrical Code is a comprehensive set of rules and regulations that are designed to protect people and property from electrical hazards. Compliance with the NEC is essential for ensuring the safety of electrical installations. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest advances in electrical technology and safety practices. It is important to stay up to date on the latest changes to the NEC to ensure that your electrical installations are code compliant. In addition to the NEC, there may also be local codes and regulations that apply to electrical installations in your area. It is important to check with your local building department to determine what codes and regulations apply to your specific project. When installing track lighting on a suspended ceiling, it is also important to consider the fire rating of the ceiling tiles. Some ceiling tiles are fire rated, while others are not. If you are installing track lighting in a fire-rated ceiling, it is important to use fire-rated ceiling tiles and to ensure that the track lighting system does not compromise the fire rating of the ceiling. Fire-rated ceiling tiles are designed to resist the spread of fire and smoke. They can help to slow down the spread of a fire and give people more time to escape. It is also important to ensure that the track lighting system is properly ventilated. Overheating can damage the track lighting system and create a fire hazard. The track lighting system should be installed in a location where it is not obstructed by insulation or other materials. The track lighting system should also be equipped with a thermal overload protection device. This device will automatically shut off the power to the track lighting system if it overheats. When choosing track lighting fixtures, it is important to select fixtures that are compatible with the track lighting system. The fixtures should be designed to be used with the track lighting system and should be properly rated for the voltage and amperage of the circuit. It is also important to choose fixtures that are energy efficient. Energy efficient fixtures will save you money on your electricity bill and will help to reduce your carbon footprint. There are many different types of track lighting fixtures available, including spotlights, floodlights, pendant lights, and linear lights. Spotlights are used to focus light on a specific area. Floodlights are used to provide a wide beam of light. Pendant lights are suspended from the track and provide general illumination. Linear lights are long, narrow lights that are used to provide accent lighting. When installing track lighting, it is important to follow all of the manufacturer's instructions. The manufacturer's instructions will provide detailed information on how to install the track lighting system safely and properly. It is also important to use the correct tools and equipment. Using the wrong tools and equipment can damage the track lighting system and create a safety hazard. If you are not comfortable installing track lighting yourself, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. A qualified electrician will have the knowledge and experience to install the track lighting system safely and properly. Remember that safety is always the top priority. When working with electricity, it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and others from harm. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any electrical equipment. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses. Follow all safety instructions provided by the manufacturer of the track lighting system. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your track lighting installation is safe, reliable, and code compliant. The National Electrical Code is a living document that is constantly being updated to reflect the latest advances in electrical technology and safety practices. It is important to stay up to date on the latest changes to the NEC to ensure that your electrical installations are code compliant. You can access the NEC online or through a variety of other resources. The NEC is also available in print form. It is important to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer to ensure that your electrical installations are code compliant. A qualified electrician or electrical engineer will have the knowledge and experience to interpret the NEC and apply it to your specific project. In addition to the NEC, there may also be local codes and regulations that apply to electrical installations in your area. It is important to check with your local building department to determine what codes and regulations apply to your specific project. Compliance with all applicable codes and regulations is essential for ensuring the safety of electrical installations.